Welcome back to another Cardano Spotlight. Today, I'm going to cover three big pieces of news that contribute to the narrative that ADA might just be able to hit $3 in just a matter of the next 8 weeks or so. And I'm going to finish off the video with the ADA chart. So let's dive in. Welcome to the Blockchain Brew, and I'm your host, Trent. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel to join the Brew Crew, the most hydrated crypto community on YouTube. And if you come back for tonight's live stream, you'll see me crack this double dry hopped, double IPA, hazy IPA from Monkish Brewing Company. We got a Monk Magic Dynasty coming in at 8.6% even. So without further ado, let's jump into it. First off, we have this piece of breaking news. It looks like a tier 1 stablecoin is probably coming to the Cardano ecosystem. Who knows whether it's USDC, USDT, Ripple USD, or maybe USD1, the Trump family stablecoin. So here I'm going to play this little clip from Token 2049 that gives some more detail about that.
24 hours ago, in a room not far from here, Fred, myself, Charles, family from Midnight, we're in a room speaking to a tier 1 and collectively presenting Cardano's compelling ecosystem and need for a tier 1 stable. In fact, in that meeting, they also pitched to us why they find us attractive and why they think that there's a real opportunity to work together.
Now, speaking of stablecoin, our next piece of breaking news is that, guys, Near Intent is going to be working with Cardano. And we see the tweet right here. Shout out to Near Protocol. It says, "It's great to be working with Cardano and the legendary Charles Hoskinson. Welcome to Near Intents, Ada." And so Cardano partnership with Near Intents is live. You can swap ADA across 20 different chains and 100 different assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, USDC, USDT, and more. No bridges and AI ready. The Near protocol disclosed this in a tweet on September 30th, confirming earlier speculations. Notably, Cardano becomes the latest major cryptocurrency added to the expanding Intents ecosystem, providing users with a new platform for seamless swaps across multiple blockchains. And so for the uninitiated or those that don't know about Near Intents refers to an organized framework that allows users to swap their tokens across the multiple chains integrated into the protocol. The abstraction tool delivers the user's cross-chain transactional outcome through its competitive network of solvers. And here's where AI comes in. Guys, Near is the blockchain of AI, and it's leveraging that AI power to make this kind of seamless swapping possible across over 100 assets and 20 different chains. And this is a big liquidity boost for Cardano. Partnership between Google Cloud and Midnight. Guys, Midnight is probably the most powerful thing that's ever happened for Cardano. It is a true generation 4 blockchain, a true 4th generation blockchain. And I would argue, Charles has tweeted about this, that Cardano is one of the few real 3rd generation blockchains that took no shortcuts to get there. And Midnight is a 4th generation blockchain that builds on top of Cardano's consensus and security protocol and builds the next layer of privacy and interoperability. And here's the senior engineering director at Google Cloud telling you that they have Web2 partners lined up to take advantage of Web3 technology but they don't want their data, they don't want their transactions out there visible for everyone to see on the blockchain. And guys, there's real use case for this. You know, if you're working at a company and you're getting paid on chain, but you don't want another person in another department, you don't want other people to see what your salary is, right? If everyone's getting paid on chain, everyone can see each other's salary. Guys, privacy is a real use case for the future, and Midnight is making selective disclosure possible on Cardano's infrastructure. And selective disclosure means that you can select what you want to disclose about the transaction, even if that is just proof of payment only. Guys, Zcash just did 100% gain in a day. Guys, wait until Midnight really shows the path for the next generation of blockchain technology leveraged for enterprise. Guys, that's the key here, is that blockchain truly meets enterprise through Midnight and through selective disclosure. And so, guys, Google Cloud is going to be a Midnight validator, right? You can see the tweet here. Senior Engineering Director at Google Cloud shares how selective disclosure and privacy is important for Web3 and the plans to run Midnight validators. So guys, Google Cloud, to run a Midnight validator and get exposure to Night tokens, a Cardano native token built on Cardano infrastructure. And we see the path forward where Google Cloud is getting exposure to both Midnight and Cardano. And this is going to be a truly epic partnership that paves the way and shows the blueprint for blockchain meets enterprise. Now, last up for the ADA chart. Guys, on the weekly chart, we've been forming since this pump back here in Q4 of last year. Since the Q4 2024 pump, we've been building a huge bullish pennant on the weekly chart. And when you take the length of the flagpole, that pennant, you bring the measured move up here, it's taking you to $3.22. And guys, that breakout can happen very quickly. I mean, you see the percentage gains that happen in this flagpole. It took a matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks for that to play out. You know, when ADA runs, it runs. We see this move back here, you know, took place between a matter of 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. You know, if we take the full length of the moves, and it played out in a matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks. So, guys, when this moves, it can move very fast. This is how the Cardano chart moves. It builds pressure, time under tension, and when it rips, it rips. And so the breakout of this upper descending line of resistance here, when it breaks, it's going to break in a very big way, in my opinion. We go down to the daily chart, and we see this today's candle here reclaiming the 21-day moving average. And this is a sign to me with the 100 moving average, the blue line, still curving up, even after the dip that we had over the last 2 weeks. We did not see that blue line start to curve down. We did not see evidence. You know, we saw a higher low coming in right here. We saw that higher low, and we did not really see evidence that ADA was going to make a move down to this lower uptrending line of resistance. Not only that, we have a bullish MACD cross on the daily chart for Cardano. We see the MACD line, call it by its government name, the moving average convergence divergence. We see the MACD line crossing above the signal line, below the zero line, and the histogram turning green. The last time that this happened was in this move back here. And the last time that it happened before that was represented in this move. Somewhat smaller, but still very significant move. And that move went on to actually create a bull flag right here that led to another pump afterward. So, guys, this bullish MACD cross below the zero line is a very powerful indicator when you backtest it. Now going down to the 4-hour chart, what I'm seeing on the 4-hour is that we have some resistance at 89 cents that's going to be the doorway to the upper downtrending line of resistance that would come in now at about 91 cents. And so, guys, what we've done here on the 4-hour is that we've broken above the 200 period moving average. And being above or below the 200 period moving average is a telltale sign of a bullish or bearish trend. We've reclaimed this 200 period moving average on the 4-hour chart, and we're closing candles above it. The RSI and the stochastic RSI are both overheated, and this is going to need a cool down. And so we could see we're also separated from the 21 MA, the white line, quite a bit. And we could see this throwback here where the price comes down back toward the 21, back toward the 200, the red line, while the white line, the 21, moves up to meet price action somewhere in the middle. Okay, and so the RSI needs to cool off just for a moment, and then I believe we see another move to push up toward this upper trend line. And that's all I've got for today. If you want to trade this move on Cardano, guys, link in the description below to BYD DeFi, Biddle Your Dream Finance, our exchange partner of choice. Create an account, and when you deposit greater than $5,000 worth of assets, you'll get a $1,000 bonus with no minimum trading volume required. You don't have to trade out of your assets. Simply deposit, get your bonus, and just trade with your bonus if you're new to trading and you have no business trading your own assets. Just deposit, get the bonus, trade with your bonus. For lower deposits, you get a $60 bonus on a $100 deposit. That $100 deposit also gets you access to our VIP trading signals in the Discord. You get a $100 bonus on a $500 deposit and a $200 bonus on a $1,000 deposit. So until the next installment of the Cardano Spotlight on the Blockchain Brew Show, cheers, and a quick word from our partner.